Big Tony, salute, salute. Salute the blood, salute the thirst. Hit the salute button. Hit the salute button when you come in. Y'all already know. Hit that salute button. It's like 13 up in here. Hit that salute button. Salute one time. Salute the workers. We in the building. Salute. We back up in here. Ah, boy. Salute, salute, salute. Who we got in the building? Ballin', salute. I heard what you said too, Ball. I'm a holler for you. I'll let you know tomorrow or something. See what he talking about. Let me see. Yeah, they got hit that salute button. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's only two motherfuckers hit the salute button. A couple motherfuckers might have forgot to hit the salute button or something. We ain't even tripping off them. I know they gonna double back and hit that jump, but the mother peeking ass niggas, go ahead hit that salute button. Make like it's only two workers up in here. It's one. Let me see, Tony, Havoc, Ball, and that's three right there. That's three right there. And this other, whoever who's this other dude? Ajir. Ajir. Hit the salute button, Ajir, if you're a worker. Hit the salute button if you're a worker. Hit the salute button. Anyway, me and Tony, Big Tony, we was talking about you. I told you we was gonna have that. As far as the I left that. What was that dog? The dog. We went to the Hempfield type shit. Went to the Hempfield. We was looking at. Want to get it right. What we was looking at. Apache. Champion Apache. Champion Apache. That's what we was looking at. Champion Apache. Let me see what Apache was off of. How we got to Apache. Because we said Apache was basically a Geronimo dog. Geronimo dog. I said basically he was a Geronimo dog. And I went to Geronimo and I started looking at some shit. And we was talking about how the show lines, how you could look at some of the show lines and see how they came up and had somebody dug in there and branched off to the to the other side, to the game side. Still they kept it breeding the show, but somebody stuck up in this, got up in there one time, boom, jumped on out, grabbed something, and it worked out for them. So the doors was tied together anyway. When you go back far enough, you're gonna see the doors was tied together anyway. But it was so I always like looking at them, even the show lines and how they married to the mob for real, married to the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. hit the hit the salute button, gentlemen. Whoever hit the salute, y'all might have just came in, hit the salute button, make the numbers match. You already know we're gonna take it easy though, just a light something. Yeah, Tony, I know you can type some shit up though. I'm gonna get you following me real quick, Tony. We're gonna peep this shit out real quick. If you rock with me real quick, I'm gonna go back to that Apache joint. Champion Apache. It was I think it was Wilders. Wildest champion Apache. Hey, Borden, I had some of that motherfucking I was looking at that same herb stuff people be talking about, right? And I really was like, I forgot I had some of that shit before, that Pit Island shit. I had some shit. That dog had one nut. Uh it was that Tang's Rocco the Don shit. I had a son off that Tang's Rocco the Don shit. He only had one nut. He was good though. He ain't make it though. He was alright, but he ain't make it. His brother, I think he had a couple brothers. He had some brothers and stuff. He had that Tang's Rocco the Don threw some dogs. Somebody gave him to me though. Somebody gave him to me though. When he was older. He was still young, but he was older with the one that I'm looking up. I'm online pay for Wilder's champion Apache. Red Apache. Red Apache. What is his name? Wilder. Uh-huh. Hit that salute button when y'all come in, man. It's more than 4 people up in here. It's like 10 jokers in here. Hit the salute button. You know what's going on. We're gonna figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out. Must got some new motherfuckers around or something. Some new peekers. Got some new peekers that don't know what the fuck is that. Let me see who's this. Anyway, who else? Who's that? Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft, salute. Schoolcraft in the building. Killer, salute. What's happening, Killer? I'm ready to roll up, Killer. Hey, King T, salute. I ain't even see you slide in, bro. Salute. Step brother. Salute the whole Cat Brothers in this motherfucker. Salute. Salute the Cat Brothers. Yes, sir. Salute SDA 5 show. We just came from over there. We just came from over there. We just came from over there. Salute. You know we had show love. We just came from over there. Um, Champion Wilder's Red Apache. Now, when I look at it, I'm saying it's heavy Geronimo. It's a Geronimo two dog, Geronimo dog. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so we can see with Geronimo. We could just go with Geronimo, right? Let's just go with Geronimo. I just want to show you the PR. We just going to take you with the PR shit. I'm on Geronimo 2. Geronimo 2 is doubled up Satan. When you look at Geronimo 2, that's double up Satan, right? Sanders Satan, though. Hempfield shit, right? Hempfield shit, right? We talking about the Red Dogs, right? We talking about how the show dogs, how they was doing both at first. You feel like, in the Red Dogs, we seeing the pretty boys. The pretty boys right here is cutting shit, red joints, and how you know when some of the other boys come grab some and they branch off and boom 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 and it still be we gonna run it up, see where it run to, just on this one, just on Geronimo, just one. Geronimo 2. Let me see. We got a slight touch of Rocco the Dawn. Okay, salute that ball. I liked it. All right, if you look at this offspring or PR Hempfields Wilder, PR Hempfields Wilder, Geronimo 2, right? Now I'm gonna go on this offspring and find Red Bruiser, right? Just go look at Red Bruiser, right? So they put the Geronimo on top, some more Geronimo too, right? Some more Satan. They put Sanders Satan on top, some more Wilder stuff, PR stuff. Look at, I'm on PR Browns, Wilder's Red Bruiser, offspring of Geronimo too. We're gonna follow this for a little bit. Salute, live your life. Salute my Boston Connect. Salute. Right now we just going through just going through these PR dogs. These PR dogs and just following. I'm just picking the Geronimo dog and following it. We was talking about Wilder dogs, Wilder Hempfield dogs. You know, it's a lot of PR back here, but some people say it ain't purple ribbon. Some people say it is. Some people say it's for registry. We just filed back here where they was making dogs and getting PR, whatever this PR shit is, and how they going to the other side too. While people act like you got Bobby Hall and them start, I think Bobby Hall start breeding to some of this. You might got other people breed. You know what I mean? And the dogs they got from it. How far did they get before that stuff off their pedigree? You know, stuff like that. And it's just one I pulled up. It's plenty of them though. It's plenty of them. But we on Geronimo. We on right now. We started with Wilder's champion Red Apache. And we basically filed the offspring. We on PR Browns, Wilder's Red Bruiser. Red Bruiser, Wilder's Red Bruiser. Go on that joint. Go on that joint. Salute nonstop. Fucking with the Reds tonight. Fucking with the Reds for you tonight. You gotta like all the Reds, nigga. We fucking with the Reds tonight. The pretty boys and shit. We fucking with the pretty boys from when they came from the PR, come up into some of these lines and still make good dogs and go on about their business and keep it moving. You feel me? So on that Wildest Red Bruiser joint, go to the offspring and you're gonna see a dog called Champion Wildest Red Apache, right? Champion Red Apache. And that's the dog that I think that's the dog that Tony said he liked. He liked that Apache dog when he seen it. So we saluted that. Now you go to Apache's offspring. Let me see. You see when they bred the Apache dog to champion Trump's Scarlet, you got House of Bulls Sandy hit on her jump. And look at that pedigree. Look at that pedigree when you hit on that. The House of Bulls Sandy. All the Hempfield up in that joint. All that Hempfield, right? That's that good Hempfield right there. Good red dogs. Good red dogs. Go to that offspring. Now you see how shit seeming like it's ready to start changing a little bit. Like when you go to her offspring, you see how you got. God damn, they bred that joint to Grand Champion Hall Spike. You see how they bred that joint to Grand Champions Hall Spike right there. Boom. And they bred that joint to another. They bred it to a 7-time winner, Grand Champion Hall Spike. Right? Boom. And they bred it to Gerontakis Mo, 2-time winner, whoever that is. So boom. Which one I went to? You can go to the Spike junk. Go to the junk when they bred the Spike just to see the pedigree. That 2-time winner junk when they got Red Spike. But that joint got and read the Top Shelf might know about these dogs, or Cut It Out might know about this dog. Where they bred that dog to because it's there in Louisiana. Might know about this dog, Red Spike. He lost number 3, was rubbed with nicotine sulfate. Falls in Louisiana. Good looking red dog. Good looking red dog when they bred that. When they bred that wild that Geronimo, them Geronimo dogs, them Hempfield dogs to the spike jump. To the spike jump. Straight like that. But it ain't go nowhere because this dog got rubbed. They ain't got no breedings up here. But if you go to his brother, you could go to his brother. He got a brother. They did the same way. Named Big D's Toho. Now they got a 4-time OTC off of him. And I don't think they bred her. If you look at her, Lil Mama, 4-time OTC. 4-time OTC. And they put some more Hall Spike on the bottom of that. So that that's just basically some holes, and they made the Hempfield the out on it. And they got a 4-time winner OTC type of thing. I don't think they got her as being bred. I think it stopped with her as far as what it's saying. But that's them the whole thing going together with that Wilder. I mean that Hempfield. You know what I mean? That Hempfield Wilder Geronimo. So let me see. It was something else too. Now we could go back to when they bred Mo to that House of Bull Sandy, when they bred the Mo 2-time winner tour and got the Smith's Red Star. Smith's Red Star. Now, if you look at the Smith Red Star, they bred that Hempfield, that Wilders, that Geronimo stuff on the bottom, right? They bred that to Mo, 2-time winner. But this is off of you got Hall's Princess up in there, some Hall and Maloney Burt, Champion Maloney's Burt in there. That's what Mo is, some Champion Maloney's Burt to the Hall shit. Boom. The Blankenship in there. Blankenship go back to that unknown shit. They making these jumps around these times. You close to the under. Look, all that's unknown. Unknown early. The Fletcher Bocephus. Somebody know the pedigrees though. The Fletcher stuff is saying unknown. They just let you know General Robert E. Lee. B's General Robert E. Lee. People might know that dog. B's General Robert E. Lee. That might be. Is that your boy B? Nonstop. That's your boy B. General Lee. That's your boy. Is that some of his shit? Maybe. Go back to the unknown though. You got the B's General Robert Lee. Who knows? But anyway, Smith's Red Star. We're gonna see what Smith's Red Star threw. She threw Smith's Vixen and Smith's Little Mo. I'll go to Smith's Vixen. On Smith's Vixen, what they doing is they just bred it on some more that Gerontakis Mo dog, which was basically the Hempfield to the Maloney Champion Burt and all that. Keep hitting on the offspring. Hit on Vixen's offspring. Now you're going to see some names that you done heard of before, like Champion Hall's Gangster. So this is where it's noticeable. So you mean tell me, oh, Champion Hall's Gangster, I heard of that, dog. Boom, yeah. Mother was straight off of that. Them dogs we was just talking about. Champion Hall's Gangster comes straight off that stuff we was just talking about. Straight off that stuff that already had a little bit of the spike in there anyway. You know, Hall was playing around with it anyway. You know what I mean? How they be talking. He was playing around with it anyway. Playing around with the Wilder stuff anyway, with the Geronimo stuff. Boom. So boom. Definitely when they got Vixen, they bring Vixen back to Hall Spike, which they already had some spike in there. I think Vixen got some spike in there somewhere. I think we already seen that. Boom. And they got Champion Hall's Gangster. Champion Hall's Gangster. And if you look at the dog, you can see a picture of Champion Hall's Gangster. Red dog. Red dog still carrying that red shit through. Even when they bred it to the you know, the spike shit and all that type shit, you did. Red dog. Good looking ass dog when you see the picture of him. I don't know if these lies or not, but I'm just reading it off the screen of y'all. And then if you go to you know, you go to Gangsters pedigree, you can just keep on till Vixen gone off the paperwork. When Vixen gone off the paperwork, then the Hempfield shit gone. So let me see how far she got on that. She got on that motherfucker. But it go for a minute because they got the Bruja Champion Hall today suit. Champion Hall de Jesus La Bruja. La Bruja. So every time you see Smith's Vixen in there, so all they did now is do the Cardenas. They put it on top of the Cardenas, put Gangsta on top of the Cardenas. Put Gangsta on top of the Cardenas. But when you got Gangsta, you got the Vixen. When you got every time you got Gangsta, you got that Vixen in there with that they give you that Geronimo, that all that Hempfield in there. All that Hempfield in there. And they bred that Champion Hall de Jesus La Bruja dog. Champion. Steady, they bred it to Steady Rock, another champion, a hog. Let me see. Breeding it back to more spike stuff. So the red in there strong. The red was in there strong. That little bit ass red they had in there with that motherfucking going back to that Geronimo shit. They ain't put no more red and they ain't go with nothing else red. Fucking with all them black dog Boudreaux and Bully Sun dogs and shit like that. And then to all the way to that little bit shit is just a little teeny bit till it's only a little teeny bit. They just keep stacking that whole spike on it and all that type shit till they squeezing that little bit ass till Smith Vixen is, you know, squeezing it on down. Salute. Yeah, but Big Tony, that was on the screen. I just went through that run through. I don't even know if you was in here paying attention, but that was interesting. And that was the ad you gave me from earlier when you was talking about that Apache dog. So yeah, just me digging into that Apache dog was a good example of how, you know, how that shit would just go from the PR to all the way up to some shit, you know what I mean, fucking with the other shit. Black Rivers Dipsy. Roll up, killer. I'm rolling up. Just some light work. I think I got 2 L's. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can smoke two with y'all. I might only can smoke one. I'm fried already. I'm gonna smoke this one with y'all. Wrap it up with y'all. Just some light work. Everybody was on at one time. I skated over there. I was listening to SDA shit before SDA and them came off. When we went off earlier before SDA and them came on, it was a little space or whatever. Fat Bill, I went over there, got a little piece of Fat Bill, and was on. Pelican Bay was on. Had a good, it was some shit on. It was some shit on everywhere. It was shit on. Niggas might want to go check out replays and shit, a different thing. Looked like PBK and them was cooking and it looked like Fat Bill and them was cooking up. Salute, what'd you say? The Nora dogs got it in them too. I'm sure it do. I'm sure it do. Good red, solid red shit. Solid red shit. Solid red shit. When they write, they write. When they write, they write. And they serious animals. Serious athletes. All that old family red shit, all that red shit. When it's right, it's right. They get their share of monsters. Share of specimens for sure. Thoroughbred shit. They definitely had their share. I think they're a well kept line out of red. Those dogs are well kept line. Seems like they're a well maintained line. Even more so than the blues. The blues and stuff, those dogs, derivatives of the black dog, those ones, they always been here, but the red seemed like they stamped something different down. You know what I mean? They stamped something different down. You know? But it looks the same though when you trace the shit, it looks the same. They both come, you know, just like the red ones in here with the PR, them expert dogs and ruffian dogs, same type shit. Same type shit when they was making dogs and then they start crossing them together. But it was some of them. That's why we say black and red, because it was like something, I guess, that you keeping them blacks with the blacks and the reds with the reds. You know? I mean, I guess that was a thing, you know. I guess that was a thing before somebody made that old cross. I think it was a thing between the blacks and the reds or something, maybe. And it was the Irish. You might go back to the Irish red dogs and the black dogs from England. Maybe Maybe it was a little rivalry there, the English and the Irish. Maybe it was a little rivalry there, the English dog and the Irish dog. And the Americans, said, fuck it, we gonna put these bitches together. Because it was too, they was boogieing before they came here. With one of them boys had the Irish joints, the Irish red type shit, and other boys had that other shit, whatever they had, the England boys. And they used to do their thing or whatever. And they brought that shit over here. So, the crosses was made, but I'm sure some people kept, they had their choices from an early start. And probably some was so much with it to where as though they didn't even want to fuck with the other dog. You know how motherfuckers get. I'm sure with some English motherfuckers that was like, man, I'll never put that red cur in my shit. You feel me? And it's probably some red motherfuckers say they would the same about the you know what I mean? You understand? Same shit. The cross is the boss though. With all that being said, the cross is the boss. The whip game puts you there. Your whip game is where you start seeing what you talking about. Or just go ahead and just enjoy what your dog talking about. Don't try to start putting your hands in the pat and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. That's even better. That keeps you from being accountable for doing dumb shit. Let me see. Yeah, selective breeding. Yeah, it's an old dude in Vegas. I know got a yard full of a couple OFRM family. Depending on what they cross with, I get completely different looking dogs. I'm ready to strike up now, killer. Yeah, so you can tell by the looks. Like me, I can see like those old reds and those old blacks look the ones I seen look heavier, more powerful built, but also more slower looking than the dogs. Uh Put it like this, I seen a change. I seen a change from when I was young, when I used to just, but I'm sure that shit is relevant to your areas and all that. So all these shapes and sizes been out here. It's been streamlined dogs. So when I'm telling you this shit is just my eye catching up with the history of the bulldogs, because the pit bulls been always all sizes, shapes, and colors. But and some of us haven't witnessed all of them yet, all of the sizes, shapes, and colors. Believe it or not, I believe that. Because I say about 10 years ago, maybe 15, I say 10. 10, nah. I can't even say that because it always been polka dot joints too. I was ready to say I just ain't seen no famous polka dots till about 10 years ago, no famous polka dot joints. But I always seen polka dot, I seen polka dots now I think about it. It's been polka dots. From the Kobe shit and mixing it with the Bully Sun and the La Passe shit. Polka dots been there. Polka dots been there. But I haven't seen like a line of polka dots till I think you know, it's been shown, and I think even Nonstop showed me a whole bunch of Dalmatians. I think we was in ready to get ready to buy a couple Dalmatians. Me and Nonstop was ready to partner up and grab a couple Dalmatians. Hey, and to this day we still be thinking about them couple Dalmatians. Salute. Wouldn't have mind having them Dalmatians. But yeah, man, just talking about the dog. Ain't nothing like being in the pot, Tony. But when I when it's cool being in the pot, and the reason why, put it like this, because it's my own business. It's your own business. Now it's different when you got responsibilities, like, which means if you selling to the public and you giving people your experiment, you have to be accountable for the people that you. I feel as though you should be responsible for the people that's cheering for your experiments, or whatever the fuck you got going on. You giving them to them some type of way, or they're buying them from you, whatever. And that's all they wanted is whatever you coming out the kitchen with. Salute to them, you dig? But you need to be responsible for them people. Like, know that you in that kitchen cooking, and you got your own little folks that you fucking with. What I'm really saying is, it's based. You should cook for yourself until somebody asks you to cook for other motherfuckers. That's the way. I don't know how you can become a breeder other than that. Is motherfuckers asking for plates of your food some type of way? Did a motherfucker ask for a plate? I don't know how way unless you just make yourself a cook. You just make yourself a joint or whatever. But that's, to me, is supposed to be in-house plates. You know what I mean? Or you got to be very careful because you putting out animals that you making. And when do you put them out? The first joints. See, it take a minute to me. If I look at it both ways, it should take a minute because, like, you kicking out them first joints to people. You selling them. Like, you got to be responsible for them. Even when I was young, like, you know what I mean. All them dogs I made, all the mistakes and different things that I know is mistakes after the fact. Luckily, they was good dogs and nothing happened. They just end up being good dogs, like regular dogs for people, friends, family, and shit like that. Sold a couple of them and all that type shit. Boom, boom. But when you start knowing shit and you calling yourself a breeder, it's breeding for the public. I guess a breeder is only a breeder if he breeding for the public, huh? Cause that's all. That's can't nobody else call them the breeder. Like the public, if the public can call you a breeder, you're a breeder. All that breeding for yourself shit and the little couple friends shit and all that, I don't think that makes you a breeder. You just could breed dogs. The dogs could breed themselves. Boom, boom. When you got the public involved, that's when shit should be more more shit should be, for taking serious. What type of animal you got that you letting out to the world? Because everybody hands ain't the same hands. So the public can't get the same hands as the public can't be able to get the same type of dogs as the workers. Simple as that. I mean, it's obvious. It's just simple as that. You should know you're not gonna be getting the same dogs as the workers just by somebody being ethical about what the fuck they doing. If they is selling to the public, you're getting something that's for the public. You're getting something that could be played on the radio. You're getting something that could be played on your favorite radio station. You feel me? Pop 105, the what the motherfucking your favorite hits. All that shit, the fucking commercial. You heard me. Commercialized. Simple as that. Take it how you want to take it. Other than that, you making them motherfuckers yourself for the job you making them for. Or you buy a commercial. You buy a commercial, or you making a motherfucker yourself in your own garage or your own kitchen or whatever, for the jobs that you making them for. Not for public consumption and shit. You specialize You specialize for what you specializing for. Just be kicking the shit with y'all while I'm smoking these last couple of L's. Freestyling. Ain't no rhyme or rhythm to it. Y'all say something, I integrate too. I done roll through some red PR dogs, got you up to when Hall start fucking with them. When Bobby Hall start fucking with the shit, they still rocking and rolling. I mean, I ain't even go, cause the Bruja dog, they still was doing shit with her. But I figured y'all get the drift. Y'all get the drift. Y'all could do all that skating and surfing on your own. You shoot up another name, I'll dig in there though. Good Sunday, Bulldog Sunday. We early on the East Coast, of course. Give it to you early. We get eyes in early. So we on Bulldog Sunday on the East Coast, and it'll follow through. It might carry over to the West and all that, but we already did it over here on the East. We in Bulldog Sunday now. People breed to uh people breed to the public. They first breeding, so they can't be what makes you a breeder. I don't know why. Yeah, well, whatever I said as far as was a breeder is, was in my motherfucking mind. So yeah, what you say though? People breed in the public. They first breeding, so that can't be what makes you a breeder. Oh, you saying okay? So breeding for the public can't be what make you a breeder. I mean, all right. Well, let me put it in some different framework. Some different framework. All right, because I was using word like ethics. I think I used word like ethics and shit like that. So what I was saying, what I was kind of saying was like, you're gonna be a motherfucker with some type of ethics and morals and understand that you breed for the public. So which means, like I said, the first experiments, are you giving them out? So it's levels to the breeders. It's levels to the breeders. You know, a breeder, hey, it's levels to them breeders. Cause like you say, Tony, some of them kicking it out on that first shit, kicking it to the public. I have, but I'm not considering myself no breeder. You couldn't look me up in no breeder joint. So I guess you a breeder, Tony. I guess as we talking about it, and I'm thinking while I'm talking, I guess a breeder is somebody who pay for the business license and all the licenses and shit to be looked up as. When you look up in the motherfucker as breeder, he in there is breeder. Salute that. Salute the work. All I had to do is talk that through. Whoever, that's what it is then, Tony. That's what it is. That's what it is then. When you buy your motherfucking licenses and all the licenses you have to buy to be selling dogs to the public, and you have your little thing that you can type up and motherfuckers can reach you, and they somewhere that you could be identified on something as a breeder, on some type of business or some type of card, some type of as a breeder. You are a breeder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, "Hell no." Yes, it's no other way. If you gonna box me in, how you ready try to box me in? How you was ready try to box me in and act like you wasn't gonna be able to put the pieces in there and make it right. How you was ready to box me in? I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with that, nigga. All they gotta do is have the licenses, and if you could type a motherfucker up on that, when you type in breeder in that motherfucking Google search or whatever, and the list of breeders come up and they in there, they a breeder, goddamn it. Other than that, it's relevant to what the fuck you talking about. It's relevant to the consumer. Do you want to call them a breeder or not? All right. You try to put me in the corner, I put you right back in one. How you gonna say that ain't a breeder when you could type that man name in there and he could come up on the screen to sell you a fucking dog legally? Yeah, we talking. We talking, Tony. We talking. All that other shit. Now, if he a good breeder, if he breeding bullshit, all that is relevant to everything else. all that is he if he grifting, all that shit is look, the lane is wide open. We already put it in there. As long as you can type his name up, him or her name up in somewhere and they come up as a breeder, there you go. When somebody says a breeder in the house, they can raise their motherfucking hand. I ain't gonna stop a motherfucker from being great. Motherfucker want to be a breeder. I'm not gonna stop a motherfucker from being great. We ain't like we don't like we like what we like. The old heads like what they like. The youngins like what they like. You feel me? Ain't neither one of us like each other's shit. Ain't none of us eat only some of the shit. Only some of the shit. They ain't like our shit. The old heads ain't like our shit coming up. Boom, boom, boom. We ain't like the youngest shit. Boom, boom, boom. We don't understand the youngest shit. We even the ones we like. I don't understand that shit. They don't like our shit. Ain't nobody like none of the music. Ain't nobody like none of the music. Very few. You run into youngins and old heads that y'all connect with. Say, oh, he got an old soul. Oh, he got a boom, boom. You might rap to them. You might could cross the line and build bridges with certain ones. It's the same with the dogs. Same with the dogs. Same type of shit. They ain't gonna like your shit. They don't. Nah. They're gonna connect. You're gonna connect with who you're gonna connect with. Other than that, the shit is just like the ocean. The shit. There's waves and shit, new shit, all that blam. Get it cracking. They not liking you. They come to eat. Everybody come to eat. Boom. Yeah, yeah, we heard you. Boom, boom, boom. And then it passes on to the next motherfuckers. They say, yeah, yeah, we heard you. There you go. We need a union. That's a start. Any place, anything where there's no motherfucker, anything that's got something to do with the word union, unite, unity, is always a good place to start. Especially when I'm gonna tell you when especially is a good filter system. Paying fucking dues when you gotta pay them dues. Cause see the union and being able to be part of a brotherhood and people that's on some serious shit should be something that you want to pay. That's that serious that you do pay into that consistently and shit. You want to be doing the right thing for something like that. Just like you pay your other bills, boom, for something that you building on some shit to go against that to get you free from the machine. You want to be just as dedicated, especially with a group of motherfuckers that's y'all rolling in unison. You hear the word like unison, unity, union, all that shit. You do that to build up against the motherfuckers you already grinding in the machine just to pay bill amongst a bunch of strangers and shit anyway. So why that's got their own thing going on. So you gotta try to find something to build up to support against that machine too. For your peace of mind, for you to make you feel free. You feel me? Like you got something, and you around people you could trust that's on the same type of shit. You know they on the same type of shit by the straight shit of paying the shit. It's you're gonna be able to tell when people ain't paying. It's always a struggle. People ain't gonna have to be able to pay all the time. They're gonna catch back up. It's all about catching back up. Boom, that's the realness too. You know what I mean? Things set up for all that shit. The fact that you in the game, you in the game, you in that game too. You in the good game, the union, the unity, Bulldog Union, the workers union, the real workers union. We talking about, yeah, the workers union. Good one, Tony. Who said that shit? Tony the union. Who said the union? Yeah, you right. We the workers. You right. We could kick it off. We could kick it off. We could make it official. We this shit we could make shit where we want to make it, man. I'm telling you, make that shit what you make. This time is now. And shit, look, one of the workers, somebody got volunteered or something, Somebody got to get choices to be like treasurer and shit like that. And we got to send that shit to them people. Boom, boom, boom. I'll start it off. Who want to be treasurer? I'll send something in on the building on the workers' union. Make it real official. Don't even let me be treasurer. Let somebody else, one of y'all, pick the treasurer. Who gonna be the treasurer? You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. We send our workers' union shit up in there. That motherfucker said journeyman and all that shit. Journeyman and all that. Cause union will have a room full of welders. Everybody ain't journey. Even if they got their own styles, they all know the basics. Got a foundation. Yeah, and the show off to me, man, y'all know how I am. Show off motherfuckers. There's no room for look, you all that shit. Look. If you know something, if you part of something and you know something, that's what the fuck you there for, to share that shit. Not to show off and squeal wheels and all that. You dig what I'm saying? Apply that shit. Like show us how the fuck what you thorough at and shit, right? You feel what I'm saying? Boom. And you can show niggas, you know what I mean? Don't just come around and squeal wheels on motherfuckers or whatever. Like that ain't what it's about. That ain't what it's about. Like the shit we did the other day, that was good shit the other day. Last week, I don't know, the other day when niggas was shooting out shit for niggas to level up on the bitcoins and different things like that, and AI programs niggas was throwing out. You know, all the things we help each other out on. But if it get organized and disciplined, it creates its own entity. You dig? It creates its own entity. You feel me? Y'all gonna get sized up enough. Y'all gonna get sized up enough one day. Watch. Y'all on go mode now for real, for real. Y'all want to go now. Y'all want to get it cracking now. I know y'all did. You want all that shit in your life. That's why I be asking y'all bring books, shoot out books, book, all that shit. You want a nigga to turn up, shoot out books a nigga should be reading. Like I be shooting out, I be trying my best the way I can try. Little shit, boom, boom, but like shit, y'all be trying to. Y'all be trying to. I ain't gonna lie, we all trying. We all trying. Shoot out little shits, and we shoot out shits to each other. Some of our best actors, some type of way they get in predicaments, or people that you think should have money, they don't be having the money they supposed to have because I guess they get in predicaments where as though they going for the okey doke on some type of deal, some type of shit they got ran down, some type of shit that you know, life shit. Like I'm just sitting here looking at the screen, right? Of this nigga Pinky with the Jericho Pinky from whatever movie that was, and then how that nigga funny as shit for real. That nigga funny as a motherfucker, right? But you would think he had some cheese, right? Some type of cheese. Even though the roles he played don't never be the big star, he is popular. Like he got the culture. But it wouldn't surprise me if they gave that nigga like $250 or some shit every time they like 250 250 and some change. 250 in food. 250 in I don't know, some type way, some type way. Some type way. $250. $250 comes come hit these lines. Nigga be acting like shit for $250. They be trying to slay the fuck out them actors too, man. They be having some fucked up stories too. And they be mad as shit at the rapper niggas or the niggas that just come in the game that ain't go to acting school, ain't had to pay dues, ain't they might just be popular and they end up being a star in the acting shit, getting big money. Oh man, do they be hating and getting organized and talking shit. They be hating like a motherfucker. Niggas like Ice Cube and them just come in the game rapping and shit and then come in the game making movies. But all these niggas, man, them people don't be liking that shit. Now the big people that make movies, they like it because basically the people got holler at them to make the movie. So Tyler Perry, all the motherfuckers got holler at certain people to make the movie. So they gonna get that big check anyway. But all the actors and actresses that basically do all that shit, take that shit serious, man, it almost is just like what YouTube did to television, regular TV shows. Like motherfuckers don't even watch their regular TV shows and series no more because they didn't let that shit go because they all into the YouTube shit. You probably ain't far off. Cash from Friday say they ain't get paid that much. Man, I'm telling you, man, the motherfuckers, boy, they be getting done dirty. Motherfuckers giving them the gift of the gab too, man. Gift of the gab, man. You know, they whole thing is trying to network, try and come up on a network, come up on some type of networking with people. Meantime, you got niggas that's just trying to fuck them, fucking bitches, fucking niggas on a promise that you could be in the next movie and shit. Yeah, I'm friends with Tyler Perry. I got you this gig. Motherfucker believe in that shit, man. All that shit be going down. Yeah, that motherfucker, the acting game, shit, the motherfuckers don't be really eating like that, man. Motherfuckers don't be eating like that. And something be happening to them on the way. Doing all that acting and stuff, do something to a motherfucker, I think. Do something to them. They gotta be crazy. Doing all that acting and stuff like that, you gotta be halfway crazy. Yeah. Then it's probably different. It's different when you do that shit yourself. When you could do what you want to do, but when you gotta act like another motherfucker is telling you to act, like when you gotta act how other motherfuckers act, telling you to act, they making parts for you to act, and you gotta do that shit. You gotta, yeah, you just a motherfuckers telling you what to do all day, every day. I want you to act like this. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. Like we all rapped and shit. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. Yeah, we all rapped. We all had that dream. Sports, rap, just get some money. Get some money. Sports, rap, and all the other shit y'all know go with that. Some type of way trying to make some money. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. That when I knew I wasn't gonna be no motherfucking rapper, when I knew what it was to be the rap, I knew that I had to have my own money to do my own, to just come out when I want to, do what I want to, don't care about. It's got to be just like how you want the dogs, because other than that, I couldn't see myself hitting the same. Even the songs that the people like, that I 9 times out of 10, the people, it's not guaranteed that the people is gonna like this. As you being an artist and you creating shit, even when you making dogs, it's you not guaranteed. The people is not guaranteed to like the shit that you like. That's what the whole thing is. Let's get that out the way. You a master at your craft. You the artist. You the breeder. You making songs. You making them. The songs that you think is hot, and the dogs you think is hot. Yeah, some of them think, but that they hot. Some people agree with you, but for the most part, the hot songs that everybody loves is gonna be what they love. They making their own movies. They creating their character in you. They creating their own shit. So, boom. So the songs they might want you hit might not be if you lucky, it's the songs that you don't mind and you like anyway that you. But what if it's the songs that you know it's alright, but you gotta hit this bitch every time. This the one that everybody wants you hit 1,000,000 motherfucking times. First of all, if you're an artist, you know that shit is hard as shit to hit the same shit that you done made. You only get that feeling once when you make that shit. Boom. They want you to create this shit every night in front of everybody, every fucking night on a snap of a dime. See, that's what I would be, man, suck my dick. About the third motherfucking show where they say, yeah, we want you to hit this. I'd be like, man, I ain't hitting shit. I ain't hitting a motherfucker. About the fourth time a motherfuckers start asking me to hit the same old song again and again, man, I'm cussing everybody the fuck out. The crowd, the promoters. So I'm gonna be fucking the money up. So I already seen that's how it was gonna be. Definitely was gonna be like that early. Cause when you give people, when you an artist, they don't really they everybody wants the piece that they like of what the fuck they like. Everybody is selfish, which means they want they shit. They want they like. I don't give a fuck if it's dogs that they like of yours. You know what I mean? You could have had a badass dog, right? And you end up selling the motherfucker a nice ass dog, right? He loves it. Man, that motherfucker gonna demand. You know how hard it is for to critique that motherfucker. You would think he would be your best cheerleader, right? Cause you just sold him the best shit he ever had in his life. Man, do you know you just probably created your worst nightmare by selling that motherfucker the best dog he ever had in his life? That motherfucker might, you just turned him into the automatic expert overnight, and he gonna be coming back to you, directing you how to fucking create the shit that you just gave him. He don't know nothing how you gave him that shit, and he coming back trying to tell you how to make the next best thing. Man, y'all know how that shit is. It's the same shit. You had Puffy all in them people videos and shit. Like he was that, like he was the singer and shit. Or he was in this people videos so much till he learned how to make hits and do it himself. He siphoned, he vampired the motherfuckers, all these groups. He vampired, man, I'm telling you, that's how it be. A motherfucker vampire your energy until they and create some shit off everybody energy they took. But we all do it selfishly. Selfishly, we do it. We go places where people open up themselves to us, open up they kitchen, open up, open up, open up they art to be judged, to be criticized by a motherfucker. And we come in that bitch like greedy motherfuckers and we want the best shit. And when we get it, we don't even hardly say thanks. And when we go back, if we gotta go back, we looking down on it even harder than we got the first. You ain't making it no easier for the man. You think you gonna understand the man? Uh You done got the best one. You got the best one. The man had you the representative of the joint. Everybody heard you got the best one. You think you making it easy for the man? Boom, boom, boom. Nah. You know what you gonna do? You ain't gonna make it easy for the man. You ain't gonna make it easy for the man. That's why a lot of that shit when the people make great dogs and shit, you be wondering why the fuck they can't do it again. Why they on boom boom boom. And that's why them yards they be having a lot of great dogs and always it's always a you be you see a lot of times they be buying them dogs. They be buying them already after they already done seen the greatness. The hands already done made the dog valuable like a motherfucker to some other eyes that could make him great. So you understand what I'm saying? So a motherfucker already put hands on the motherfucker to get him known, to get him be bought, to get him to be bought by these expert eyes with the good money. That could you understand what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. You feel me? The hands, good hands only. Good hands got him there. Good hands, real good hands got him there. Expert hands got him there. You know what I mean? Expert hands might got not got the big hat resources though. Expert hands only got him there to where as though the big hat could buy him out, sold his masters, buy his masters. But everybody happy. Everybody happy. And a lot of times, both parties treat that shit as a win. It's always a struggle. It's always a hard pill. In the woods, salute, salute. What y'all talking about though? What y'all think about shit? Salute the motherfuckers that keep that motherfucker that to keep that flame alive. However they got it. However they got it. Boom, boom, boom. Authentic big hats. Not selling it, their masters. That's like selling your soul. Yeah, yeah. Authentic big hats is buying people's masters from them niggas, buying them. That's what I'm saying. The niggas, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing wrong with that. A motherfucker can buy, like I say, a motherfucker buy a motherfucking shit and get it to where the other motherfucker couldn't get it at. But a motherfucker had them hands to get it to on the big hat radar. It could be a bloodline. It took hands. It took a struggle. It took 20 years of this motherfucker feeding shit. Ain't no telling how many curves he went through. Ain't no telling uh ain't no telling all this shit he went through just for a big hat to recognize it and come buy something. Come buy shit. Selling his masters and shit. Selling his masters. Big hats swoop around for shit like that. You know, that's why it's a jewel when they always say don't never don't sell your good dog, don't never sell your good dog, because they know so many people done it. So many people that got caught in that position, that time when Big Hat rolled through the town, Big Hat coming through town, Big Hat getting that dog, Big Hat getting that dog. Y'all know who y'all be celebrating the dudes who got the resources that come through with the big hats on and buy people dogs and shit. They know they got good eyes. They good. They slick with it. They nice with it. We can't hate on their game, but you got to know the game what it is. You know. You know they got their money. They know what they come to get, and it's a privilege for the big hats to come to town looking for you. Yeah, that game probably moved. That game right there too. Tony probably blew up when it got to that part. It hit different. It hit different when it got to that part too. The ladies probably loved it more when it got to that part. I wonder if that means got something to do with a good female dog throwing you good ass dogs. I wonder if you treat that bitch right, do she throw you good dogs, or it don't matter? Do you got to treat the bitch right? Treat the bitch right to get her to throw you good dogs. Do that mean something? Do that play a part? Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing like telling a big head, nah, I'm good. Yeah, yeah. See when you write, see when you write, when you write and you understand those things, you understand certain things. Yes, when big hats come to town, you kind of take it offensive. You kind of take it offensive. It's just in you. It's just a natural feeling you're gonna feel when big hats come around and they make certain they talk to you a certain way or make what they call it propositions and shit to you and shit. You as being a worker and you know your boots might be dirty. You know whatever it is, you not for the show, you for the go. So motherfucker think they gonna play you with the big head game. And man, it is a lovely feeling if you one of them ones that time ain't time is on your side and everything good with you when big hats come to town. More often than not, Tony, big hats be trying to lead town with what they want, bro. Big hats come to town for what they want, and they're gonna try to leave with what they want. Then his man asked me, "Yo, your uncle selling selling that female. I'm like, nah, he ain't selling her. And he said, nah, the white one. I said, nah, she mine. And your ass ain't getting hurt. I I have her from a pup. Yeah, you took it offensive and everything. You took it offensive and everything. Talk to that man like that and all that. All that man asked you. Basically, he was saluting your work, saluting y'all work, trying to get it. But y'all knew that motherfucker. Y'all knew that motherfucker. Y'all, to him, y'all, to y'all, that shit looked like a little greedy demon that y'all coming at y'all trying to get y'all shit. But it'd be different, man. It'd be different. You know, it'd be different. It'd be different. Sometimes, you know, shit, it be different, bro. It be different. But when you got it like that, though, Baldwin, the shit like you saying, when you see him coming like that, and that's how you gonna carry it, yeah, you gotta be able to protect your shit then. Cause yeah, they still gonna be trying to come get that shit, so you gotta protect it then from all types of shit. Like when you talking to a motherfucker greasy like that, and I already know where them dogs at. Just for the dog, you know you gotta move the dogs. You gotta move the ones that they had their eye on. But some people get bought out the game. I'm telling you, big hats come through there, man. Big hats buy yards up. Big hats buy litters. Big hats buy everything related. Big hats come on there and be like, yeah, let me get that. What's related to the? Let me get everything related to this shit. Big hats do shit like that when they want what they want, and they don't want nobody else get it. You know when them ones come through there, they don't want. They love to find you in them greasy corners where don't nobody else know you. They coming from somewhere they don't nobody else know you. They done got a hold. Boom. They want everything you got. They don't want you to be able to make no more. Try and get your masters. They got to do it like that because like why are they gonna spend all that with you and then as soon as they roll out, you can they competition you can find out about you and you do the same thing with them. So yeah, that's why they gotta get all of it that they like. They want even the fucked up shit that you got that related to them. They want that too. They don't give a fuck. They want that shit. They want all of it. Try to put insurance on their investment. And sometimes it's flattering when the big hats come to you and they doing that like that. They do that. They did that to pops many a times. They never did that to me, but plenty of people came there with fucking doing that shit to pops plenty of times. Briefcases, all that shit for dogs, certain dogs, over dogs. I even gave him a car one time, an old ass car, old Mercedes, but nothing wrong with it though. For the dogs, I know some of y'all like, man, that shit crazy. I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one. People was coming up there buying all that shit, buy all that shit. What's related, everything. I want all that shit. Youngins, youngins just wanted that shit. We want our shit. We want it all. Don't know how to breed it, and a lot of people bought all that shit when they take it from them people. When they take it from their yard, half of that shit be dying off because they don't know how to take care of it like them old people was taking care of it. Taking them dogs to another environment, different. Them dogs don't even be acting the same. A lot of them when they be buying them families like that, be like a couple of them only survive that transfer, that shit. You transferring a whole family of dogs. That's different. You gotta be a real dog man to take on somebody's whole family of dogs and they not fall off from the transition. They gonna feel like you kidnapped them. They gonna feel like they gonna feel that like, man, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Come get us. When you come get a whole family of dogs, oh yeah, the transition period is like probably a couple years, couple years. It ain't just no overnight. And see, that's what youngins don't realize. A motherfucker, we young, we'll go buy everybody whole shit and come home and the whole family say and get on and be like, man, the whole family was no good. Motherfucker, you had the family a week. They don't know that motherfucker. Some of them ran away. Some of them ran away. Some of them the man telling you, man, them not how the dogs acted on me. You thinking the man lying, everybody got you, they beat you, they beat you. You don't give a fuck the dogs. You telling people come get the dogs, they end up making dogs good. Man, people done that shit all the time, man. I done seen that shit make niggas with money quit quit dogs. Quit dogs, thinking that money could get them certain places. Money can't really, man. Them boys already got money. The dog game, them people already had been judges and different people, been rich motherfuckers into dogs since the beginning of dogs. That'd be the worst thing you could do is getting dogs and letting them motherfuckers know you got a whole bunch of money. Oh boy, you bringing the people out then. Shit. That'd be the worst thing a motherfucker could know that you got a rack of motherfucking cake. You gonna hear all the good shit, all the good boy. You gonna be the motherfucker. Oh yeah. By the time you feel like, by the time you realize the gig is up, boy, you so many motherfuckers then took chunks out your ass. By the time you realize the gig is up, so many motherfuckers they took chunks out your motherfucking ass, boy. Shit. Somebody might feel sorry for you at the end to bring you on in, rub your bruises down, give you a good dog or two, tell you how to build from scratch. Motherfucking shit, just the money and the hustle that made motherfuckers quit the game. And the love that made them jump right back in. Motherfucker go get 2, 3 jobs. Get beat again. Can't never get the shit motherfuckers acting like come easy. Motherfuckers acting like that. Man, I see motherfuckers try to get it, quit, try to come get it again, save up, try to come get it again, believe in another dream. Boom, 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 boom. Shit, seen it so many times. So many times. Buy a dog, buy a dog, okay, sometimes, but everything not never double negative. No, I'm not moving her around. Scared that niggas gonna take her. She bite motherfuckers for real. So if they play thing, man, they got experts. You talking about motherfuckers be man, boy. See, I ain't tried really. Pops had the motherfucking bad biters too. I ain't have shit worth a motherfucker stealing, I don't think. Or at least the motherfucker ain't think shit was worth stealing. And the couple that the couple they did get, the couple they got, I think about 3 of them got took before. 3 of them got stolen actually. But they just basically outsmarted me and shit. That's all. But that shit was like part of the game, man. That shit was like part of the game. Random people I came up around, man. You be hearing about that shit from niggas that you would be surprised that you be thinking, what? Well, motherfuckers just huh? Like motherfuckers do what they want to do, but like your whole thing is got be. That's the whole thing about that type shit, that type of life or anything like that. You got to be able to stop somebody. It ain't about what you can do. It ain't about what you can do. It's about what you can stop a motherfucker from doing to you. That's where it got to be at. else you don't even supposed to be in nobody business. If you can't stop, man, it's in the jungle. It's monsters and all that shit. Monsters and all that smiling though. Monsters and all that smiling and shit. Smiling and talking all right, but monsters though. Not monsters acting like monsters. Monsters talking all right and shit. Monsters talking all right, you know. Monsters being gentlemen and shit. Do you know how dangerous that shit is, really? Monsters being monsters acting like gentlemen. Do you know that? Do you know what the fuck that shit is really about? We're basically we all pretending to be we pretending at the end of the day because all of us come from nigga we don't give a fuck. All of us come from ain't no motherfucking rules. We got here from ain't no motherfucking rules. That's how we got here. But when we get here, we want to do that shit you talking about, Tony. We want to build a little bit, do a union thing or do that. Boom. We want to do some little boom, 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 boom. So it'd be like, you see how that shit be like always the opposites. Always the opposites, playing the opposites. Always playing the opposites. And it's like, only way shit ain't gonna get done to you if you can stop shit from getting done to you. And that still ain't no guarantee. Cause just cause you can stop shit getting done to you don't mean the motherfucker gotta believe you can stop it. You feel me? So you just gotta really be able to stop it. And that's just to be at a motherfucking party. Hey, man, you transfer this shit to the jungle is in everything. This shit is in life, my nigga. This shit ain't life, motherfuckers. You think this shit ain't being played like that. That shit is being played like that. If you want something, if you want anything, you might not get to that if you don't want anything. If you don't want anything and get you get what's given to you from people who go through the shit I'm talking about, and you somebody that they give you something or whatever, maybe it's you one of them. But if you one of the motherfuckers that want what you want and you try and get what you get like you supposed to have it, yeah, you should know what the fuck I'm talking about then. Talking about that part. Nah, let me see. My cousin stole my aunt. My cousin stole my. Hold up. He said my cousin stole my aunt, his mama dog, and the litter for 2 bottles. Hold up. My cousin sold my aunt's, his mama's dog, and the litter for 2 bottles of vodka. All that shit he sold for 2 bottles of vodka. All that shit. Tony, that liquor make people do crazy things. For 2 bottles of vodka, that nigga sold up. He's got rid of the whole litter and a couple other dogs too. The mama dog, the litter, and another dog in there. White boy news. Look up. Y'all don't remember me telling y'all about the girl that played in the Exorcist movie. How how she had pit bulls. You remember the little girl that played in the Exorcist movie, Linda Blair? She ended up trying to be a model. We just was talking about these actresses and how it should be rough for the actors and actresses. Peep her life. Peep what happened to her. Synchronicity patterns. She was fucking with the pit bulls. She did a lot of shit, but she ended up loving the pit bulls and shit. End up getting busted on some shit. Some niggas hustled her on some shit like she was gonna buy some type of bloodline joints, some type of bloodline shit they had her on, but basically they was buying drugs and all that shit. They was she got busted up with the drug joint and all that. Man, wild shit. Wild shit. Pit bulls be everywhere, man. Pit bulls be, I'm telling you. Salute the workers. We be everywhere, man. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, ugly. It ain't nothing but the beautiful, ugly. Y'all look that shit up. Interesting. Mr. Williams, if Mr. Williams, you listening, I looked up the Joe Blow joint. I liked the song, the song, I listened to two of the joints. The Colorado joint. Colorado was it Colorado? And the other joint, Eyes Blood Red. Eyes Blood Red joint. I liked the Eyes Blood Red joint. Ballin', I bet you was probably a little baby, but you probably know you probably heard it in your house somewhere. You remember you like local shit. Let me go through some names. Let me see it. You a youngin'. Uh y'all had Section 8 mob around there, used to rap. I don't be knowing the new names. That's how I know you young. Do you ever remember a group named Section 8 mob around there? Section 8 mob. I could name local bands. I used to go to sleep to that shit. We used to walk. It was motherfuckers. It wasn't even me because I couldn't afford it. I had a broke radio, the broke joint. We used to tape when we recorded shit. We recorded box to box. That was before we learned how to put the wires. If you had a recorder, we call boxes a tape recorder with the radio on and all that. But if you had them ones with the jacks in the back, you got schooled in how to plug the jacks up to the two radios and get a clear tape. But at first we used to just put the two tape recorders in the room. In the room, we wanted the tape so bad. We hear cranking ass air raid tape or something like that. Let me tape that joint. Let me go in the house and tape that joint. Boom, boom, boom. You run in the house for like a ad 30-minute tape or 45, 90-minute tape, whatever it was cranking on, you know what I mean? And we tape that joint, right? Put the box to box, close the door, put the tape recorders in the room and record that shit. And that's how we got our tapes until we start doing the PA chords and shit. And be listening to that shit, cranking that shit. Air Raid, Prophecy, Petworth, Pump Blenders, shit. S's was always like top notch. S's was top notch. Trouble was top notch. Just before Trouble got commercial. Trouble. EU was always top notch. The top notch joints was Rare S's, Trouble, EU. Uh, Junkyard was the youngest. They was the youngest, so they was always there. Boom. They was the youngest. But who else? The ones that had shit on lock though was S's, EU, Chuck Brown, Trouble, and somebody else I'm leaving out. And then you had your other motherfuckers that had the streets on lock. Like, like Air Raid, Prophecy, Pump Blenders, just before the Northeast Groovers and the Backyards and all that shit. Different band. Every neighborhood had a band. Every fucking neighborhood had a band. 90s, 80s, 85, 85 to 1999 was on fucking fire. 85 to 1999, motherfuckers really believed that the world was ready in 1999 because this shit was on fire from 85 from 85 to 99. Motherfuckers had already did so much from 85 to 99 because it was like they was already getting the whiff that the world was going to end and all that. The computers was going to shut down or some shit because they couldn't, something about, they only counted up to 1999, all this dumbass shit. And we in 2026 now. I wasn't cranking then. TCB, all backyard band. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's the young shit. That's my little brother and them shit now. Yeah, you young as shit. You young as shit. If your parents from uptown, if your parents from around anywhere in the DMV, they know the motherfuckers I'm talking about. They probably played in the band. Everybody played in the band at one time. Everybody played in the band. That was our rap shit. Even though go-go motherfuckers never made it, it didn't even matter. That's how powerful that shit was. You in a go-go band, you like a local, you like a like nigga, you like a back then you was like a rap star and shit. Congo playing, all them niggas getting pussy, all them niggas getting all that type. They getting all that. Everybody in the band. Them niggas can live off. So niggas don't understand that culture. And they probably get a little bit more cheese now, but I'm sure it ain't that much cheese. But they made it something they could grind off. Go like blue collar. Get your grind shorty, and they superstars. They superstars. Does I mean we dig them. We dig all them motherfuckers. We dig all of them from the Congo players when they put them in the socket to the motherfuckers because they for the motherfuckers it's all love. They shooting out names of the neighborhood motherfuckers the whole night. They shooting out names of motherfuckers. All that. It's everybody saluting each other. Motherfucker, even the girls know about the Congo players and shit like that. You know what I mean? That used to be for the gangsters when the motherfuckers Congo players start smacking and shit, but shit, the girls start getting to man, it's all love, man. But the youngins they start going too fast. That shit start going too fast. It start going too fast early. I stopped doing that shit. I stopped that shit like and I stopped early. It was dangerous. It always been dangerous. So I escaped that shit. I grew up to that shit. I grew up to that shit. So I forgot Reds and the Boys, Pump Blenders, Reds and the Boys, and shit, Class Band, shit, AMFM, shit. Yeah, that shit fast as shit. That shit fast as a motherfucker. I've been jumped out the game, jumped out the game. Even if I still say I spit flame with the best of the motherfuckers, but I'm not going fast as a motherfucker. I fast motherfuckers that we saluted, and they still fast today. But my old school fast nigga that I fuck with, that I can listen to is somebody like Twister, Twister or somebody. Twister, Twister, him and Kanye had good, Twister had good songs. Y'all don't give a fuck, y'all laugh at me, I'm old school. Twister was fire with the fast shit. Twister with the fast shit, Busta Rhymes with that fast shit. They could go fast with the best of them. And I can still make sense of them. Sometimes I can't, but I know they can slow it down. Man, y'all niggas nowadays, the shit y'all be saying. First I had to go through the Gucci and all them stage when them motherfuckers was saying I thought they was saying anything. But after them, I don't know what the fuck is being said now. Like, yeah, when Northeast and Backyard and all them came out and all that type shit, I had been retired out of go-go. I was one of the motherfuckers that'll be just hearing that shit and be interested to be like, every now and then I hear that shit like, oh shit, they cranking like shit cranking. But I ain't, shit, I would have to hear the names from the youngins saying the names and all that. And back in them, they've been out since the 90s, so I've been gone out the game. If I said I was gone out the game when them niggas came in, yeah, I was up out of there. I still like the music and all that. To this day, I like the music. Shit. Nigga, I came up with niggas, you would really get something could happen to like, nigga, I go everywhere. I always been going everywhere. Boom, boom. From Jersey, New York, all the way down south and all that. But I'm telling you, nigga, something that happened to you back in the day if you playing go-go in Baltimore. And niggas to know that fuck what you heard and all that shit, fuck all that, who trying to be tough and all that. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you be up that motherfucker jamming that shit if you want to up that motherfucker back in the day. Now it's a little bit more, now everybody faking like they like it's cool. And I'm glad it got like that. Everybody be faking like they cool. It's been like that for a minute now. It's been like that for a minute. About I don't know, I don't even want to put no years on it. But it's been like that for a minute. It definitely wasn't like that when I was coming up, when I was a youngin'. Same with the New York motherfuckers. If I was up when I played basketball, so if I go up there, be up there for a while and I'm playing go-go or something, niggas gonna talk shit, you might gotta fight a nigga over the go-go up there. You had to fight to play your shit, play this shit, this type shit, this go-go. You had to fight in different places. New York, you gonna have to fight. You go up there jamming your go-go, cause the girls gonna start dancing anyway. You might, you know what I mean? Ooh, you gonna get attention, them niggas gonna try act tough, try to get on your ass for man, where the fuck is that shit? Some niggas is cool and they get down with it, they blend. Boom. Like fuck it, it's woo woo. But most of the time it's gonna be something going on. So yeah, this a nigga that had them type of problems over fucking go-go. Some niggas don't even know about them type problems when you had problems just for listening to that type shit. Real talk, Tony, real talk. Real talk. I'm not lying to you. And that shit was like that so much to where as though, and I know that it changed for the better. I'm stuck in my old ways. I know where I be at and I act accordingly. You dig what I'm saying? And now it is way better. It is way better. It's different blends, way different blends. It's not like, but I'm just stuck in my ways. Cause it was almost like motherfuckers would take it like you shitting on them for what's the name. And they just ain't get along. DC and what's the name ain't get along. Now that house music, Baltimore got house music that they fuck with. Baltimore got house music that's theirs. That it ain't. It's a little different than other people house music. Everybody got house music. Baltimore shit hit a little different. I don't even know if they still fuck with their house music no more or not. I don't know if motherfuckers still fuck with their own house music. But I remember the house music was they shit just like DC was the Go Go was the DC shit. The house music was they shit. I partied with all of them. I partied with all of them. Like I said, I had family and I was luckily best and cursed to have family and all that shit, and I had to go there and be there for real, not just go visit it, be there in all those places for real since I was little. But what the fuck? That Baltimore versus DC shit real tone. Yeah, yeah, that shit can spark off at any given time. It be all love now. It be love, but it be good boy. Any given time, it always could spark. Yeah, it be rough when it be like that. When it be some house shit on it, Tone. It be rough like that. But shit, on top of that though, on top of all that, Tony, like inside of Baltimore, you gonna have your in-house beefs inside of Baltimore, and the same in DC. Like you gonna have like, yeah, they gonna it's them against the world, but basically even inside they vicious to each other. Block for block inside type shit, like block for block inside that Jonas block for block type shit. And then them Jones like Baltimore bigger than DC. Baltimore bigger than DC. DC small as shit, so it's more dangerous because it's small, real small, and they be like I say, block versus block is small as shit in that bitch. Boom. Baltimore is bigger, way bigger. So it's different type of dangers. One stand for don't come, DC stand for all these are the nicknames DC had when I was coming up from a little motherfucker up. Boom, boom. I went elementary in DC and all that type shit. All that shit come up in that shit. Dodge City, don't come. Baltimore nicknames. Be more careful. What else about my shit? Body more. Be more careful. Then the whole Maryland is vicious because we be feeling a certain type of way if we ain't because we everybody else they them being them make everybody else surrounding them feel a certain type of way because they say fuck everybody else around them. So the motherfuckers, the youngins all around them be trying to be on 20 because they be on 10. So everybody in the counties around them, the DMV, from DC, Maryland, Virginia, even the Virginia motherfuckers, gets live. They gets live. They just get live. They turn the fuck up. Just like you have like them other places. Just like your other places. You gotta survive. It'd be like heaven and hell at the same time. I'm trying to tell you. Tony and Maryland, the high schools and broken. to regions like Baltimore Metro, DC Metro, Eastern Shore, Cumberland, DC, Baltimore. Yeah. And Maryland is big as a motherfucker. You just got different shit, man. It's just different shit. And with all that being said, you still got some good old boys in Maryland, comfortable. To where as though keeping the good old boy shit alive, which means the shit that think like you like think we ain't free type shit. They still don't think they are gone. God damn it, Maryland, but they got places that shit. They got plenty land still. Tony, they got plenty land still. You'll find spots in Maryland that you would think that you would think you'd be like, God damn, is black people free around it? Yeah, that's one thing about Maryland. It could get city and it could get country as a motherfucker real quick. It gets city is a motherfucker real quick, and then country is a bitch real quick. It gets city live as you want to, and country how you know how they do in the country. It's like the mix of both. And on top of that, we just like the little step kids around us, the whole DMV, because on top of that, the South don't accept this as being South, and the North don't accept this as being North, motherfuckers. So we say fuck all of them. We be like, fuck it, we the Middle East then. Murderland. Motherfucker DMV. You know how they call it. They say, man, they telling you, I'm trying to tell you. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, the North, we can't say we North motherfuckers. And motherfuckers don't be wanting to say we South motherfuckers. So all right, we be like, all right. We be like, all right. Fuck it. That's my Maryland history. That's my little Maryland history from the nigga part of shit that I'm telling you about. You can ask other questions about Maryland. You can ask me things about Maryland too. That's things you can ask me about the DMV. Don't ask me no fancy shit, X ball and all that fancy shit. I usually only walked places and drive a few places, confined areas. I know a lot of shit though, Maryland, DMV. Yeah, when I lived out there, I missed all the politics because I wasn't from there. Yeah, yeah. If you ain't, you can slide through and just be cool and won't know nothing. You ain't gonna have to know nothing. You slide through, be cool. That's all you gotta do around here. That's the safest way to be. Slide through, be cool. It's like heaven. You see beautiful women, eat some crab cakes sometimes. This is just some go-go's. See different girls, different things. You know, meet some cool niggas, maybe. Boom, 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 boom. Cause you almost gotta go. It's still almost you gotta go. I would say for out of town in the DMV, it's still almost like you gotta go really kind of looking for some bullshit. We still it's still comfortable and good, like pretty and shit. Pretty and you gotta go look for the greasy shit. And you can't, don't that's that's where the fucked up shit happened. Don't go looking for no greasy shit. You'll be alright. We ain't doing shit to people like that. But when you go down there with the greasy people, when you be like that, because when we was young, we did that shit. We want to go places, we go straight to the hood, wherever we go at, we want to go straight. You can't do that nowadays. You can't do that. That's not advisable no more. I don't even know how we got away with it when we was doing it. Would never do that shit. Never. I would never advise that shit to be getting done. Going out of state and going to the hood and shit. Like nobody does that. Don't never do that shit. My daughter more in Maryland. This year is Texas. Maryland cool, man. Motherfuckers that love it. Motherfuckers love Maryland. Don't too many motherfuckers hate it. I ran into plenty greasy shit, but it wasn't where I lay my head with people that know me. Yeah, you might have been one. You might have been one of them ones. You would know. You would know. You would know what up. You would know. You would know if you've been to plenty of them jumps. If you been, you know you didn't got a whiff. You didn't got a whiff. I ain't talking about the. I ain't talking about the ones that is. I ain't talking about the. You know I ain't talking about the ones where it's it's cool. You know we got plenty of cool, lively ass joints that you know if you got a friend or a family member around, you might have an enjoyable weekend. Show off with a couple of broads or something at your own risk. But if you've been to the real ones, you know those the ones that you don't even want to go there. You don't even want to go there no motherfucking more. The places that you didn't like around here, that you was like, oh hell nah, them motherfuckers, them places. If you ain't been to them, you ain't been to them yet. You ain't been to the ones that you be like to know where not to go. Then that's when I know you've been to the ones when you can say the names where not to go. Where like yeah, I won't be going around there or I won't be doing. Then I know you've been to the spots. Only casinos I went. I was going to casinos before it was any around here, and I was just going to Atlantic City. And then when they made live, they made live. You know, I still was stuck on Atlantic City, but I started hitting live. But I'd never been to Horseshoe. I was not. I thought Horseshoe was a whole setup. Now the beach joints you talking about, I heard of those. If you talking about them joints, they be going down. I guess down Calvert, Rod and Reel or something, or them ones that they be going out on the water or something down the other side where Dickie and them be at. They got one down there too, Colonial Beach way. If those ones you talking about on the beach, those the only ones I know on the as far as beach shit. Unless you talking about up, like I said, you going up, getting up out of Maryland. Unless you talking about Ocean City, I ain't seen no motherfucking casinos up Ocean City. Oh, unless you talking about the Delaware joints, maybe I've been to the Delaware jump, little small joint, horse racing joint. Let me see. You talking about you talking about Rod and Reel, okay. Nah, I haven't hit Rod and Reel. The old folks, they love it. The old people love it. And the youngins start going on. I'm old now. So I've been hearing about it when I was young and the old people was going out and hitting. It used to be just slots. I don't know if it's still just slots. I think it got bigger and better now because a lot of people be going down there. A lot of people be going down there. Once sports betting became on the phone and shit like that, I don't go. I don't even hit the casinos no more. I don't got no money for the casinos the way I like to gamble. I got a the way I like to gamble. The type of relationship me and the casinos had was a different type of relationship. So I can't afford her no more. And the little times that I do might have crept in it. Like I never even been to MGM yet. I haven't even been to MGM yet. And I live right around the corner from MGM and I ain't been there yet. I live about ten miles from that motherfucker and I ain't been there yet. I ain't been there yet, yo. Yeah, you had a good time, Tony. You ain't been to the you ain't been, Tony. I could tell when I said the first statement how you was. I mean, whenever that first statement you said when you was kind of shocked, like, huh? Like you ain't had no really. So you had good time. You had a good time. Even your bad. If you had a bad time, it wasn't that bad. I could tell, cause you would already been spitting out some names. You will remember. You will remember the names. You will remember. Believe me, you will remember the names. You will remember the names. And don't even worry about it. That's a good thing that you don't remember the name. That's a good motherfucking thing. Like I know that one side of town you play at. I mean, that one side of town you was around. You know, that's all chill. That's all Candyland basically. That one side, that Glen Burnie up to Brooklyn, all the way up to Brooklyn. Even though, even though you cannot take that lightly. I mean, you cannot take that like when I say, "Oh yeah, that's all Candyland." That's saying that to the other shit though. But like, nah, it really ain't Candyland though. But it is Candyland, but it ain't Candyland at the same damn time. So I like places like that, like you can slide through though. It might, you know, but all that's like Candyland. It's some real shit, some real other shit, man. Real trade. Real, yeah, all that's Candyland, Tony. All that's Candyland. And niggas be getting catching this shit around there too. Definitely it goes down around there, but that's Candyland compared to other places, man. It's sweet, but it's not. Brooklyn and Brooklyn Park be on the middle school youngins be bumped with another youngin and couldn't get up with him. So they went and whooped his pops. What? Hold on. It's sweet, but it's not. Brooklyn. I know you talking about. That's what me and Tony was just talking about up there. Brooklyn Park. Middle school youngins had bumped with another youngin and couldn't get up with him, so they went and whooped his pops to death. Yeah, couple joints like that happened. I tried to remember and see if that was what, uh, but it was a couple joints. It's a couple joints like that happen up there. It's a lot of shit happen. Like I said, you could say it's candy, but it ain't candy. Shit go down. Shit go down up that motherfucker too. Shit go down up that motherfucker too. But you know, compared to other spots, boy, and that shit candy though. Just compared to some spots, that's stepping up. That's stepping up compared to some spots. That's less crime. Less crime, all right. It was a dog from up there back in the day, balling. But they don't give him credit. All like don't nobody really know about him because he didn't. I don't think he. I don't know if he put if they did any joints that went into that to the book or anything, but I know he was open to whoever or whatever. You know, he just had a good ass dog. You know what I mean? Uh, the dog name was Preacher. Man, motherfuckers have tried to downplay self, man. Just he did a whole lot off the chains. Maybe they'll say that or something. I just know. Shh. Niggas was in the fad. Niggas that was getting busy had no problem trying to holler at him, and he ain't had no problem. He ain't had no problem getting a W on his ass. Shit, plenty. At least seven of them. At least seven of them. Black dog, nice black dog. At least seven of them jokers straight, seven straight. Sometimes those type of joints be more honest ones, believe it or not. Some people they downplay them, and it is a reason to downplay them, but it is a reason to respect some of those dogs. Uh, Things that they did that people just like it's just if you in the know, you in the know. Like it's a reason why that dog got respected and never even been in there or whatever. It's a reason why the same people be in there know about the dog. It be different shit. Like, sometimes the dog never had to even go there to even the money came to him. The money and all the people came to the dog. The dog was so bad that mother the motherfuckers came to him. That shit was way more honest than the box. I'm gonna tell you why. Reasons why, because I mean, way more honest than the whole set up the contest thing and give somebody time to do this and that. The the on the spot joints or Tamar joints and all that type shit used to be like what I mean. You got a couple ads to go get. Those used to be the more honest joints in between the real motherfuckers. And I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of times, like them joints was always gonna be in shape. And on top of that, uh, it's the big lights, just like anything else. It's the big lights. Everybody, all the right people is there. Everybody that need to know there or whatever. All the motherfuckers there, and the right dogs is there. The competition is at the highest. It's at the highest. It's at the highest. So only thing that's missing is uh, a chance for a nigga to fuck up a keep. That's the only thing missing. A chance for a nigga to fuck up a keep. A chance for somebody to win on some type of shit like that on a fucked up joint. That's what it takes out of it. Everything else is there. The confidence in one man and his dog, and the other confidence in this man and his dog. In the fucking blind. In the fucking blind, on the drop of the dime. On site. On site. But that's all in historic shit, historical myths and shit, stories I done heard and shit like that. That's all. Hey, youngin, I ain't see you creeping here. I'm blind right now, youngin. What you mean, youngin? What you mean, like some recent shit, or you talking about back in the day, youngin? Something I don't know about or something? I remember. Oh man, sorry to hear that, youngin. Sorry to hear that. Did he survive? Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. Guess it ain't calming down up. Guess it guess guess it ain't calming down. Shit. Oh man. Damn, yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, man. Yes, sir. Young. Yeah, my nigga. Hold on, y'all. I'm still here. Hold on. Yeah. What time is it, man? But we been out here. Where we at? We did 2 hours, man. Salute to y'all, man. It was a light joint, man. Salute to everybody that came through, man. Y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas stay up, young, and you already know, man. You know I'm gonna catch up with you sooner or later, man. We gotta get up, man. We gotta get up and shit. I know you be busy and all that type shit. 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 I know you know where that farm at I be at. I know you've been up there before. I know you know I get up there. I be up there. We can catch up and shit. Blow and shit, chill. Just get at me, my nigga. Man, salute, bro. Salute. Double salute to that youngin'. You already know, bro. You already know. For sure, for sure. But like I say, man, y'all already know it's your brother Big Toyo. Y'all know how I go. Y'all stay royal. I'ma stay loyal. We gonna scratch into the mouth for Monday, cause Killer said you gotta scratch into the mouth for Monday. So we gonna pop out. We gonna pop out after midnight sometime. You never know when they gonna cut me out the corner, but you know, they say scratch into the mouth for Monday, and they talking about wet work Wednesday. So anyway, salute to y'all, man. I catch up. Young salute.